Stage 6 of the Giro D'Italia would take the race back to Naples for the 4th consecutive year. Napoli hosting a stage, the longest stage of this Giro, that began in Potenza and for the first 2/3 of the stage would have a heck of a lot of climbing. But the sprinters wanted to win this one, and there'd be no better sprinter than Mats Pedersen in this race. A man who won 3 of the first 5 stages, the first time that had happened in the Giro since 1997. Could he become the first man in 91 years to win the first 4 of 6? The profile with plenty of climbing, 2,700 metres of it in fact, but as you can see, dropping down onto the plain towards Naples, around Mount Vesuvius, it will be an opportunity for flatter roads. Neapolitan roads aren't any old roads, however. This was a beast of a transition stage at 227 kilometres. The race began with a threat of rain as well, and it would be interesting to see, with a slight uphill start followed by a long descent, how the fight for the break would go. Josh Tarling and Luke Plapp seemed interested. Certainly interested was Tarozzi. Also there as well, Germani. But it wasn't done. Ineos wanted to really shake things up. Lucas Hamilton involved as well. And it took a good 35 kilometres or so for things to calm down. Once they did, Taco van der Hoorn went away with Enzo Paleni. Van der Hoorn, a former Giro d'Italia stage winner, and heading up to one of the bigger climbs, it meant that there was an opportunity for Lorenzo Fortunato to try and get across and take more points to add to his lead in the Maglia Azzurra. He jumped on a move that was started by Lucas Hamilton, the Australian riding for Ineos Grenadiers. On the way up the first climb of the day, there was plenty going on with an intermediate sprint. Hamilton, though, wasn't having his best day. He was left behind by Fortunato, either that or called back, and behind, Visma Lease Bike started to set the tone to see if Coy could win in a place he'd taken a Grand Tour stage a year before. At the top of the Valico di Monte Carruozzo, it was full points, 18 of them in fact, to Lorenzo Fortunato. As long as he finished the stage, he'd keep the blue jersey. He decided to go back to the peloton as the rain began to fall with 153 kilometres to go. The sprints came and went. They were contested by Mats Pedersen, but this time the points would go to birthday boy Jensen Plowright. It was time to wrap up though on the way to Naples. A long way still to go. And wet roads to navigate. Visma Lease Bike continued to have things under control. The final classified climb was taken by Paleni, and the gap was down to just over a minute with 80k still on the clock. But the towns continued to approach, and then this happened. Jai Hindley the first to fall. Many went down behind him. The Maglia Rosa also touching the ground. Several other riders counting the cost. Adam Yates involved. But all of the attention was on the former Giro d'Italia winner from Australia. As the race was neutralised so that medical support could return, Jai Hindley would be off in one of those medical support vehicles, having to abandon the Giro. A blow to Roglic, a blow to his own hopes of doing his best for his team. And Roglic and co, well, they were in conversation with the organisers about what would happen next. It emerged that former winner Carapaz had been down as well. Mauro Vegni would decide what would happen. No GC time gaps to be counting. No points either for the Maglia Ciclamino. They would race for the stage, but anybody who didn't want to be involved on tricky roads in Naples with a already wet surface wouldn't have to be. The same gap was restored, and after the neutralisation, with just under 60 kilometres to go, there was an opportunity for a renewed fight between those in the break and those who wanted to take part in the stage finish. No points or bonuses either at the Red Bull Sprint on this occasion. And a 51-second gap with 2 teams chasing, aided by 2 others, Picnic Postinel and, of course, Decathlon coming to help Alpecin and Visma. There were plenty of wounded riders out there just trying to get to the finish. Gap at half a minute with 25 kilometres to go and entering the city of Naples. It soon became clear, though, that there would be no opportunity for Mats Pedersen. He decided to sit up keep the Maglia Rosa because of the no time gap rule, but not contest the finish. Inside 10Ks to go, 23 seconds, and it was getting nervy for those left chasing in a much reduced bunch. 13 seconds were on the clock with 3.5 kilometers to go. And then in the final few hundred meters, a gap left and Jensen Plowright was away. Could he take it? Could he shock them all? Wout van Aert was the man to chase him down, but he too was running out of gas. And now it's going to be launched. Moschetti goes now. He's on the right-hand side. Caught in the purple, trying to come around him. Zeeland is behind. Look at that, though, from Caden Groves. He hits the front like a missile. Groves is there. He wins. And to the line, navigating the Neapolitan chaos, is Caden Groves. Absolute delight for Alpecin-Deceuninck, who have their stage win. Groves winning just as he did in similar conditions just down the road in Salerno a couple of years previous. There was relegation for Matteo Moschetti in the sprint. Not once, but twice putting Coy in the barriers. Fretin second. Up there too was Magnier, as well as Canter. Delight though for the Australian. A big win for Caden Groves. He's done it again at another Grand Tour. And Alpecin-Deceuninck continue their remarkable record winning stages. They committed when it was difficult, and they got their rewards. In the general classification, no changes, but of course, Jai Hindley having to abandon the race. A pink jersey for Mars Pedersen, who says that stage 7 will be his final day in the pink jersey, given what's to come. It's the first uphill finish. It's an Apennine mountain day, and there are some serious climbs, starting right from the gun. The Red Bull Sprint coming at Tagliacozzo at the foot of the climb, and then an uphill finish to the climb of the same name. It's a big one high up in the Apennines, and you can watch it on TNT Sports.